Hey, what is up, you guys? On the Grim here, and today I'm going to give you guys my new Salamangreat deck profile. I top locals. I went undefeated with this deck, and then another week I got second place. And let me just say, I love my current build of Salamangreat. It's been a very fun deck, especially now with Gazelle at 3. First time I went undefeated, Gazelle wasn't even at 3, it was still at 1. So let me just get into it, because this is going to be a hell of a ride. Start things off, we're going to play the 3 spinny. This is your standard play. Free special summon, and then you can just pitch itself into the graveyard to boost the Salamangreat monster in order to get it back from the grave. Then the new back at 3 Salamangreat Gazelle. You gotta play this at 3. No questions asked. Free Foolish. Gets your combo started. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Salamangreat Foxy. This is going to be the new standard for me because I don't play Salamangreat of Fire in this deck. Why? Because I don't need it. I make Baguska in this deck. I make access code. I never really needed Salamangreat of Fire when out in my matches. And this is really good against the Jack Atlas matchup because it pops their spells and traps. And then finally, I'm playing 2 copies of Salamangreat Jack Jaguar. I am getting Salamangreat Weasel very soon. I just gotta wait for my center to mail it. And then for the rest of the monsters, we're playing triple copies of Flame Buffalo. I selected 3 copies for the free draws, free deck things. And then I'm still playing the Parallel XC. Why? Because this goes into Baguska really easily, and I like going Baguska turn 1. And then for like the hand traps, it's 1 draw. I need more of these. Triple copies of Ash, 2 copies of Nim. I cut this out of 2. Wasn't really working at 3 copies. It was getting foggy. 1 DD Crow. I got more in the side deck, and then 1 Galaxy. That's it for the monsters. And then now we're gonna go into the spells. And for the spells and traps, we got triple copies of Salamangreat Circle, the 1 Salamangreat Sanctuary, 1 Will of the Salamangreat. You don't really need more than 1 now. I don't really need it. 2 Silent Minings, 1 Cult by the Grave against the hand traps, 1 Harpy's Fire Duster, 1 Lightning Storm, and then for traps, it's 1 Rage, 1 Roar, because I don't use Salamangreat of Fire. Again, it doesn't really matter. 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, I like it. And then 1 Evenly Matched. So for the side deck, there's not really much to say because pretty much everything in here, a lot of the generic spells and traps I incorporated here ended up were from my side deck that I just ended up main decking. So start things off, we got another Nip, just in case. Another Galaxy against Drytrons. I hate Drytrons. 3 copies of Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. 2 DD Crows. And then the MVP, okay? This card won my match against the Jack Atlas deck. 2 copies of Swords of Reveal and Light. I bought this copy to play against Kashira. I didn't go back to locals for a while. And then when I finally went back to locals, I played against the Jack Atlas deck. I signed this in, and I hard drew it. Ended up winning the game for me because I just took away their names. And then I just went Tucker and boom. Another copy of Will of the Salamangreat. Gravekeeper's Inscription, I'm going to cut this. Another Lightning Storm. D-Barrier, good against Drytron matchup, and then Twin Twister's not really. The side deck needs a bit of work, but that's. I'm getting some more cards soon, including copies of Dark Ruler No More. And then for the extra deck, we got 2 Baylings, 2 copies of Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. We got that sexy Ghost Rare. Finally! You know I gotta play the fucking Ghost Rare, man. Now that's just sexy. 2 copies of Salamangreat Heatleo. This actually won me a game against Heroes. It was really clutch. It was down to Heatleo access code against my opponent's DPE, and was it I think it was like not Infernal Divisor. I think it was Cross Crusader, and he DP my access code Tucker, and then so I ended up using Heat Leo's Reincarnation Summon effect to target Ash in my grave, make his Infernal Divisor attack 0, and then win the game. 2 copies of Raging Phoenix. This really doesn't come up, but it's still in there, I guess. And then 1 Mirage Stalio. And then for the other cards, well, I have Link Decoder, Splash Mage, Transcode Talker, my Spicy Tech, Firewall Dragon. This is pretty good. In one of my in my first Jack Atlas matchup, I wasn't able to OTK with access code, but I had access code and Firewall Dragon co-linked. So thanks to a well-timed bounce from Firewall Dragon, I was able to make my opponent scoop game 1. Update Jammer doesn't really come up, and then another good card, Baguska. So that's it for a deck profile, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this deck. I love that I don't need Salamangreat of Fire in this deck, and I can win using my own unorthodox strategies. Oh, and the Grim is signing out.